SATtalks are about transformation. They focus on the multitude of angles required in terms of the skill sets that people of faith, churches, nonprofit organizations, business people will need in order to lean into a transformational model.
It's been amazing that speaker after speaker are talking about new and innovative ways to change their communities, to bring hope into their communities, to bring sustainable solutions and transformation to the communities they serve.
But the problem with our helping is that we've created such dependencies. And the thing that SATtalks has been talking about is how do we begin to move toward creating real-world solutions that actually begin helping solve some problems. And so our church took that journey.
When you're in your own place, you're working hard, it's kind of nose to the grindstone. SATtalks allows you to get away from that and meet with fellow innovators and learn from them.
This has been such a valuable experience because of the different perspectives people give, but also the permission to take the risks that you need to take.
SATtalks makes you realize you're not alone. There are so many people, churches that are trying their very best in their local communities.
Yeah, SATtalks is for churches, leaders, business leaders, faith leaders who are interested in learning more about how to move beyond the traditional kind of charity model.
The primary audience for SATtalks is churches, church leaders, senior pastors, associate pastors, mission pastors. The church is so critical in the work that everyone here is doing.
Yeah, I think the SATtalks, what makes it unique is because it's specifically about missions. We call it Missions 3.0. It's really understanding, trying to be creative about how churches can look at missions.
Missions 3.0 really focuses on how do we help without hurting.
I hope to convince you that as we reframe charity, it fits very well in continuum between what it is we feel that drives us to do something, and that something that we do can be a catalyst for justice. But not all charity leads to justice.
There's a movement that's really beginning to take root in urban communities saying, hey, all of this philanthropy and helping that the faith community has done hasn't necessarily moved the needle in communities around the world in the way that folks would have thought.
It's a new movement of saying, look, God owns everything, He's impacted everything, and so we have to talk about Christ in all spheres, not just in church, but in business, in politics, in art, in music, in schools.
Once you come into a space like this and listen to other people who are struggling with the same questions, the ideas start to cross-fertilize each other.
And it's not about necessarily always succeeding, but trying and seeing if you can really move towards sustainable solutions.
We need to be gleaning from other experts because we don't really have a playbook. The old playbook was 100 years old. Now we're all writing the new playbook together.
I think there's a whole field waiting to be discovered out there, and SATtalks brings together people who have track records in innovation. Ministry innovation that's focused on transformation. And for that reason alone, I'd come to a SATtalk.